Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to a new video. This is about the Valby farm. Okay, so the Valby farm, as we all know, is the greatest farm for gold. Yes, it did get nerfed in the recent patch, and you don't get as much gold as you did per hour, but you do get about 5 million gold if you do it correctly. Now, I've seen a lot of people doing the Valby run with their Valbys with a lot of range. Now, range is not what you need. You need cooldown and duration. Cooldown and duration is going to make it last longer. It's going to make your ability uptime as well be pretty much on point from when your liquidation cools off and when it starts again. So you need to keep that going as well throughout the whole mission. If you've got range on, you're going to damage the boss in the bubble phase. That's a major factor of this game. If you damage the boss in the bubble phase, you're going to kill the boss before the timer runs out. You want to keep spawning ads for the entire 3 minutes of the Valby farm. Now let's just go over the build real quick that I have on my Valby. My Valby is nearly finished for a boss build, but this build is also viable for the Valby farm as such because it does mass damage with the ability side. So this is the mods I am currently using. As I said, this is a boss build, but it is still viable for the farm. So supply moisture is for the boss. This is for interceptors. Don't worry about this. You don't need this in this build. But to keep the ability of time, you've got nimble fingers for cooldown. You've got skill duration so you've got skill extension. We've got battle stamina, which also gives you skill duration, and it gives you the 122 extra health. We've also got skill extension for the tiny bit of range that we need. So this range just widens enough of the diameter so that you cover the entire outskirts of the circle. Yeah. So if you don't have this mod on, you're not going to be able to cover all the spawns points, basically. If you go over this, if you go over like 100% to like 120, 130, that's when you start damaging the boss because the water goes into his area and it starts hitting the bubbles. So you want it to be just under 100% and you'll be fine. Skill correction, skill concentration obviously isn't maxed out, but it can be on this build. I just haven't got around to maxing it out. This just does the more damage. This just boosts my damage numbers. Same with time distribution. This, it gives me the cooldown as well as max HP. So this and battle stamina is where I'm getting my HP. So I've added these in to get the benefits of the cooldown and duration over having increased health. You know, having increased HP is not really viable because I've got these that are giving me them extra benefits. All right. Decimator, don't really need it for the farming build. This is just in there for the boss build. I'll get into this in a later video. So that's mainly what you need. You just need something that's going to help you with the cooldown. I've also got focus on non-attribute because this also gives me skill cooldown at -6%. So with these bonus mods, my skill cooldown, sorry, is 10.5, where it would be 22 seconds at base. Okay, so I've knocked off 11.5 seconds on my skill cooldown, and I've raised my duration to 7.7. So I have like around about just under 3 seconds between each of them, but it's very, very, very like slim to notice. Like I'll demonstrate in the video. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so on this run we got lucky that we have some Valbys already here, but as you can see, we're here just to demonstrate the width that I have on my ability is covering pretty much the whole area where this ads are spawning in. It's doing enough damage. It does up to 47,000, I believe, up to about 55,000 damage per tick. So it can pretty much insta-kill all the ads as it comes around. As you can see, my ability is not reaching the middle of the zone. We will need to get the boss to phase 2. So hopefully we can get that real quick. I am using weapons that I am leveling, so my weapons are not up to the damage factor, but because I have moisture, the moisture mod on, I'm doing the extra crit damage, which is helping a lot. I'm just going to move around before I get killed. Give a few ticks on him. But as you can see, my skill duration and my skill cooldown are pretty much intact. You can tell by the little wave radar going around, and it hits the point just as the next one comes up. If need be, you get like a couple of steps in right there, and it's already done. So that's all you need for this build. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.